Hello, my beautiful divine collective. This is Phoenix Dragon Queen coming to you with the Pharaoh Psychic Inspirational. All right, remember that time is fluid. Whenever you see this message is when you're meant to see it. Okay. All right, let's see what's happening here. So we have chosen legacy, violated, ancient roots, lone wolf, still courted. All right, now I've asked Source for some fresh energy, and we get all of that. And the first four are repeated, so that lets me know that it really is a message that Source is trying to drive home to someone. Okay, so if you these first four: chosen legacy, violated, ancient roots, lone wolf. If you're really feeling that energy, this message is for you, okay? Because I asked for fresh. I even told Source that if I didn't get fresh energy, I was going to delete. But I am feeling that I really need to repeat these messages, okay? Beyond chasing. There's a point where effort becomes resistance. Let go of the scramble. Let the universe meet you halfway. Okay, the transformation doesn't have to be a struggle, my dear family. Okay, my soul family. I'm trying to really speak to you, okay? Because I feel the energy. I feel a lot of you truly struggling. You're 30, 40, 50 years old and you're realizing, wow, my life could have been totally different. Don't look at it that way. That is actually the wrong way to look at it. Okay? Look at it as you simply didn't know. You can't hold it against you if you didn't know. Okay? As I was growing up, let's face it, I come from a black family on the East Coast. Even though I went to Catholic school and I have that higher education, it was not instilled in me to invest, to save money. That just wasn't something that was talked about. Because back in the 70s and the early 80s, they didn't teach that to us. Okay? And when I say us, I mean people of color. I'm not trying to be mean or rude or racist. I'm being real. They didn't teach that to us, so we didn't know. So here I am, you know, up there in age, and in some ways, I feel like I'm behind because I didn't save, because I didn't know about investing. But that's not my fault. I didn't know. And so, to those of you out there that's really having a hard time making a change, give yourself grace and mercy. You didn't know, but now you do. So make a change for the better, period. Now, I didn't mean for this to be long, but I felt like I had to say that, okay? So I'm going to run through this so that the message is not too long, okay? Chosen legacy. Just because it runs in your blood doesn't mean it has to run your life. You are here to choose differently. So do it. Choose differently. Okay? Some of you are feeling violated because you're setting up these boundaries and people just they're not listening. Okay. They're not listening. So guess what? Take matters into your own hands. Change your phone number. Change your email addresses if you have to. Take matters into your own hands. If that snake really won't leave you alone, then do what you need to do to metaphorically cut the head off of that snake so you can move on. Period. Period. Okay? Do not allow anyone to stop you from growing, healing, and evolving. Ancient roots. Your soul chose this lineage for a reason. You carry not just their pain, but the power to transmute it. You can do it. You have the power inside you. Just tap in, don't be afraid, and move on. Okay? And yes, you will have to be that lone wolf for a little while until you find the correct connections to help you along the way. And I think I've mentioned this before. I don't really like the right or wrong phrasing, but I'm still breaking out of certain things that I was conditioned, okay? Right and wrong. It's not right or wrong. It's correct and incorrect. Because in real life, there's a lot of gray. There's a lot of gray. You know, there's laws out there that were meant to hold people down. That doesn't make them correct. It makes them right because they're in the law books. But are they actually correct? So you will hear me correcting myself. I don't want to say right or wrong. I want to say correct or incorrect. See, I'm not just preaching to you guys. I practice what I preach, and that is why I am who I am, and I'm here with you now. Because I've done the work. I'm still doing the work. Okay, it doesn't stop. My voice cracked up. I'm getting a little teary because honestly, it doesn't stop. But you must push on. Okay? It's not always easy. And you will be the lone wolf for a while. I'm not going to lie to you. But honestly, aren't you already the lone wolf? I mean, think about it. Do you actually fit in with the people that you're around? If you're listening to my channel, the answer is most likely no. You don't fit in. You're a lone wolf even though you're with the pack, if you understand the metaphor, okay? So break out of that. Break out of that. Still corded, you cut them off, but not out. Your body remembers. Your field remembers. And that's where they're still living. So here's the thing. Once you break away from somebody, a familiar unit, a coworker, an old buddy, or whatever, okay, you truly have to do things differently. Say, for instance, you have a buddy and, every Saturday you guys play chess, or you went to the tennis court, or whatever it is that you do for your leisure time, okay? And you did it every time, such and such day, blah, 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 blah. I'm not saying that you have to stop doing those things that you enjoy, but you have to switch it up. You need to do it on a different day, a different time. Play different music when you're doing that activity to send a signal to your brain that that cord is cut. That's what that means, okay? You have to do things differently. I had someone in my life at one point in time that we'd play darts every morning. Da, 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 da. I had to change. I had to stop playing darts for a little while, number one, to break that energetic cord. And then when I did start playing again, I had to do different music or just anything different. Maybe I'd put a lecture on while I'm playing darts. Something to send my brain a signal that that time with that person is done. It's over. Okay? But I can still enjoy playing darts because it's something that I like to do. You understand? I'm hoping that this is all making sense to someone out there. I really, really hope it does. Negative creator. You're a creator no matter what. The question is, are you creating from fear or truth? How are you shaping the narrative of your life? How are you creating your life? Again, are you staying stuck and still corded with people that violate your boundaries because you're afraid to be alone? You're already alone while you're with them. So why not truly be alone and go do your own damn thing? I mean, I don't know how else to say it. Radical hope. In a world littered with chaos and darkness, choosing hope is the wildest form of rebellion. Choose hope. Choose yourself. Okay? This is all about you. This is all about your life. And when the time comes and you meet your maker, is your soul as light as a feather? Okay? Did you dream big and do the necessary to try and make those dreams come true? Now, I'm not selling anybody wolf tickets over here, okay? Like seriously. Just because you have these big dreams and these big aspirations, realistically, not all of them are going to come true. But did you actually try to make them come true? Did you try to build something positive for your life? Did you have hope? And did you keep trying? That's what matters. Okay? Soft strength. It takes great strength to remain soft in a world that tries to harden you. Only the brave dare to feel, to love, and to face their own vulnerability. All right, guys, I said I didn't want to make it too long, but sometimes, it is what it is. Okay, as always, peace, love, and enlightenment. This is Phoenix Dragon Queen, signing off.